Hello, welcome to the Tongue in the Trees channel. I'm Elizabeth Ashley, the Secret Healer, and I understand you're interested in finding out what is bergamot essential oil good for. Well, it's a wonderful oil, and we're going to talk a little bit about the physical properties, only the physical properties in this video, because it's a complicated oil, and as you can see by the Tongue in the Tree card, has some fantastic properties for emotional and physical healing. For example, anticipation, and we're going to talk about that later, but now let's just concentrate on the physical benefits. And if you stay with me till the end of the video, I'm going to give you a link to another video that goes much more deeply into this, hosted on my website, completely free to visit, and it's a much deeper lecture about bergamot essential oil. But first, physical, what does it do to the body? Well, we're going to go to my notes in my book. If you go to Amazon, you can download this for free, and it tells you all about the physical bodies. So it says, because I wrote it, the thing that I use it most for is at the top, and that's urinary tract infections. Any kind of UTI, cystitis, gets very, very sore. Bergamot is absolutely wonderful essential oil for that, for clearing it out and soothing the pain. And I've seen it actually treat one case that was actually bleeding within hours. So that's a wonderful way of using bergamot oil. The other way that I think most people would know is absolutely fantastic for treating depression. And maybe that's linked to what we'll talk about later, this anticipation, this feeling that things may get a little bit better, a bit more excitement in the life, a bit more colour. It's a wonderful oil. Probably I can only think of one better oil for depression, and that is yuzu oil. So bergamot, amazing oil for that. Historically, it's been used for anorexia. It's not something I've tried it with, but given that anorexia has deep-seated emotional issues, I can see how it would work. It certainly does regulate appetite. So if you're like me and you like a bit of food and you know that it's time to calm it down, it's one of those oils that says, oh, enough already. You can find something better to do than go in the fridge. But likewise, if you've got somebody who is never hungry, they're recovering from an illness and their appetite's just not coming up, or perhaps somebody has cancer and they're having chemotherapy and they feel nauseous all the time and they don't want to eat, then bergamot is amazing oil for making you think, I think I could stomach something. So yeah, beautiful. I've also used it before for internal parasites, things like tapeworm and stuff like that. It wouldn't be my only oil that I would use for that. I would blend it with some other oils, but parasites is a definite one. Skin infections, and also I would say oily skin. And as I say, we will look in a different video about how you would use these, but otherwise we'll be here all day. The other thing that it's fantastic for, if you know somebody or you have chickenpox, shingles, and you have that horrible neuralgia that goes with it, then bergamot is one of the main oils I use to calm the effects of chickenpox, shingles, and any kind of herpes simplex condition. So some you can guess with the genital warts, but also don't forget things like cold sores. Bergamot's beautiful for that. And also, I don't know why I've written this, because I've never thought of this before, so I've obviously got this out of somebody else's research. Keeps the dogs and cats off the grass. Don't know how you would use it for that. Don't expect to see that in the video, because I wouldn't have a clue. But yeah, maybe you could plant one on the grass, I don't know. Or spray it maybe, I don't know. But apparently it does that. Now, the thing about bergamot essential oil is it does have some issues with safety. You have to use it very, very carefully because it's one of these oils that can be phototoxic. The skin can be sensitive, and I don't know if you're of a certain age like me, and perhaps you remember a fantastic skin suntan lotion called Bergasol. And we used to put it on all over, didn't we? And we go very, very brown. Well, Bergasol contained some of the same constituents as bergamot essential oil does. And that's how you do that. So if you're not careful, you can put it on and it goes very, very patchy. So in the next video, when we look at the safety to stop you having any issues with delicious blotches all over the skin, or skin irritation or skin burns, we'll look at how we can avoid that. So if you are interested in tapping into this emotional side, the next video is much longer. So we'll look at you can see off the card, this one comes from a fruit, but we'll look at more detail how that works. We've talked about the physical body, but we'll think about some ways that we could use those better. And also we'll look at more deeply at the emotional aspects of bergamot essential oil. What's it good for mental health support, also spiritual well-being. Spiritual doesn't necessarily mean about religious. It can mean, right, this is me, let's release me from whatever. It could be all the constraints of what people believe you to be, and you've been trying to conform. Those kind of spiritual dimensions, essential oils are fantastic for that. In the safety, as I say, we're going to look at phototoxicity. Is it safe in pregnancy? Is it safe for children? Is it safe around your dogs and cats? Because everybody seems to want to know that lately. We'll also look about some how to blend it. What essential oils does it go with? That kind of thing. And yeah, we'll think about, I'll tell you some ways of how you can buy the Tongue in the Trees cards, and we'll look at more how we use these. Also, how you can get your hands on this book for free, and also how you can get your hands on some specific recipes that I've designed for some of those conditions that we talked about today. So there it is. What is bergamot essential oil good for? I hope that I have answered that question, and I've tempted you to click the link in the description below, and yeah, come across and see us. Oh, by the way, you might want to subscribe to our channel. We've got 56 cards to get through at least, so there'll be lots of these videos. So if you want to subscribe. Now, as you can see, I have 30 years experience at aromatherapy. I'm very good at that, but YouTube I am not. And so what do we do if we want advice? Well, we go to somebody who knows a lot more about it. So I'm going to hand you over to Dexter, my 10-year-old. He will tell you how to subscribe and get notifications, because YouTube is a lot more familiar to him than it is to me. In the meantime, click the link. It's in the description below. What is bergamot essential oil good for? And we'll take you to my website and let's do some proper aromatherapy.
So I'm going to teach you how to like, comment, subscribe and hit the notification bell. So you get your phone, you turn it this way up, and then there's a little red subscribe button. Turn it grey by clicking it. And then there's a little bell, click that and press all at the bottom of your phone or tablet or computer. It will say you will receive all notifications. And then there's a little hand with a thumbs up. Click that, it'll turn it blue and it says added to your liked videos. And there will be comments. And if you want to, you can send a comment and say like hi's to Mum and Dad. And then the link to the next video will be in the description below underneath the video. So, bye.